Hello, let's come on in, take a spot by the fire here, set your intentions. We're going to do one more reading today. Got a couple uploading. Check those out if you need more after this. Let's see what comes out first. Balance. Perhaps a sisterhood or a friendship, feminine oriented, even if you're the masculine. It looks like friends or family. And in this card, I often see this as the transformation that comes through a grief process or a change or transition that connects individuals. And this could even be karmic from previous lifetimes. It can even be the connection that we share with someone on the other side of the veil, whether it's a spirit guide, a passed on loved one, or some type of guide or influence, any way that you see fit. So balance to me is, like I say, sometimes through a grief process, because I see this thing on the ground as being a body that's already been interned in the earth. So what does balance want to tell us? Friction. There's a lot of healing and challenging growth required and made possible through this. And we're being asked to balance ourselves. And one of the main things that reminds me of is balance is nearly impossible if we don't connect with that core of self. To align with the inner self creates well, if you think about anything, if you put something upright with weight on one side, it tips, right? And these two are shown tipping, but each one, the red and the blue, tipping in an opposite direction and creating that equal oppositional force and tension. Have you ever, it's like one of those trust exercises where you face each other, you hold each other's hands, feet together, and then each individual slowly leans back, and whether there's a huge person and a tiny person, there is the correct displacement of individuals to counterbalance the weight demand on the sorry, my phone was giving me something there. Oh, I'm seeing I have a call. I'm going to get back to that. Specialization. So this counterbalance is something that we're working to counterbalance the friction in our lives in order to create the opportunity for that specialization to take form in our life. And this looks like a very powerful card. I'm seeing religious throwback, so maybe you had or even have a very active faith in your life. This Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene type of idea, this ideal also. And I'm seeing the lilies too as evidence of someone having died. And so maybe your specialization through this process of death and transformation or passing of a loved one has allowed you to open up your mediumship gifts. Let's do two more here. Efficiency and stretch came out in the last reading. So yes, with this ending, we've been pushed, yes, renewal, pushed to expand our energies. And even though it seems like death should not be required, death is a natural transformation from one state to the next. And somehow this is renewing our soul, renewing our very soul through the pain of suffering, which sounds like nothing that we want a part of, but the renewal energy is stretching us. The friction is rebirthing us into our specialization. And so perhaps the painful circumstance was the necessary catalyst awakening our huge sensitivity to the other realms. You're being watched by loving eyes, whether above, beyond the veil. Yeah, let's get a little bit more on that. One from here, and then we're going to just go into a Kali deck. So I'm sensing, and I'm going to just focus in on one storyline here. Start where you are came out earlier. The great thing about feeling deep, profound, earth-shaking love is that you can start with anyone. Next, the universe. So maybe someone you loved very deeply, very bonded, a best friend, or some type of loved one that you were very close with, that had a lot of connection and a back and forth and even a lot of friction in that circumstance. It created a lot of change. And now with this renewal of circumstances, you're being able to witness how that profound intensity made possible the beauty of the moment. Oh, didn't I say Kali? I'm going to get Kali, but I shuffled this for a reason. What's on the bottom? The prayer. That's gorgeous. So maybe you're sending prayers out to these loved ones or guides, and you are being watched by loving eyes. You're doing enough. If you're asking, how am I doing? Am I doing a good job? Yes. Am I going in the right direction? You can't go in the wrong direction. Everything creates experience. And from the heart of experience is birthed the next step and the next step. So I love this combination. These are possibly two of my most favorite cards in the Kuan Yin deck. Mother Fierce. Look at that fierce circle of protection, perhaps motherly love, grandmotherly, feminine influence surrounding you, uplifting you. I'm getting chills. Mother Fierce is 18. She resides in the moon essence and energies, and see that uplifted energy at the very crown. It's actually a little Buddha figure or a Kuan Yin figure that's being uplifted, and it's talking about our reverence, our ability to remain prayerful and guided and listening very with a lot of reverence and a lot of appreciation and respect for the guidance and for our sacredness. And the dance unveiling 36 is double 1836. Interesting. What is the year 1836? I have no idea. Maybe that's the year a grandparent was born or something. The dance unveiling talks about that we can only be shown a set number of circumstances or developments beyond the present tense, no matter how psychic or prophetic. Those elements still have so many factors of change influencing and evolving and ebbing and flowing that it's almost an illusion, inevitably, when we're looking at things changing in that way. So don't get caught up in the way that things look right now. You're being very supported, and you have a lot of guidance and fierce protection coming to your aid in this circumstance. And I see that my workers are here right now. I want to, real quick, read this and be done. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured. In the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, and no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, you are loved. Take care. Bye.